the hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
So, 20 memberships were just gifted to the community. Thank you to Salvo Pancakes. I have no idea if these are legit memberships or not. And of course, as you guys know, what this means is that people have found a way to work around the YouTube system, to pretend like they live somewhere they don't, and to buy these memberships, no exaggeration, in giant clumps for a couple pennies. All right? So I have no idea if this is legit or not. But I will say this. A lot of people have been complaining recently about gifted memberships and how it spams the chat. There is a way to disable that. Whenever you see a member bomb hit the chat, all you got to do is go to the top of the chat and click on that member bomb. You should see it sitting up there as like a green dot or something, whatever it looks. And all you do is you click on it, and there should be a drop down. And right there, it says remove. And once you do that, it's gone, and you don't see the pop-ups anymore in the chat. Because a lot of people were saying, man, some people keep dumping these. And when they dump them, you can't really see the chat. There's too many of these memberships. Like the other night, some idiot came by and did it like 4 times. There's like 200 fake gifted memberships. And people are like, I can't chat. There's too many messages in the chat that people are getting these memberships. So that's what I figured out. When you see it, all you got to do is you click on the member bomb symbol. And then clicking on it, you should open a menu that gives you options. And one of them is like, just remove this. And then it just gets rid of the notifications so you can focus on the chat. Okay? I'll mention that more as these happen, so that people get into the practice of doing that. Okay. Now, I'll just say this. As you guys know, because I brought it up a bunch, these troll memberships, basically trolls coming on this channel using a VPN to get hundreds of memberships for a couple pennies, has really hurt my business. No exaggeration, I'm down over $1,000 of income that I rightly should have earned in the last month and a half. This month, when I get paid by YouTube, I'm going to get paid way less than I usually do. I'm hoping this doesn't remain a pattern and things pick up, both with memberships and with ad revenue. You know, ad revenue also just happened to be down in January, which always happens. If you like my content, if you support my streams, tomorrow would be a great time to come out and try to support if you can. In any way is appreciated. I'm not going to say, hey, don't support this way or that way. That would be ridiculous. But if you can support with tips tomorrow, that would legitimately just help me pay all my bills this month. Because when I get paid by YouTube, it's going to be like, pay this one, pay this one, pay this one. Shit, can I even afford this one yet? Because there's way less income coming in this month for something I didn't do. I didn't change my content. In fact, my views and my watch time and engagement were up in January. More people watched my content in January than they did in December, yet I lost like $1,500 of income because of fucking trolls, okay? So, if you could support the stream tomorrow, particularly with tips, that would help me a ton, all right? It really, really would. So thanks in advance to anyone who shows up and supports in any way, but tips would be amazing and would help out in the short term to get through this bump that I'm in right now because of this bullshit with these trolls, okay? Now, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to be harping on it all day. No, it's not going to be a giant special fundraiser event with a giant bar filling up with tips and shit over the course of the day. We're not doing that. You know, those days I want a believer behind me, and unless anything really serious ever happens in my life where I need to raise funds for something super important, I don't want to do that kind of shit, you know? Been there, done that. Back in the days when I had bankruptcy and everything was awful, I'm not in that position anymore. I don't want to go back to that position. I don't want to be doing these events like that. So that's not the point of tomorrow's event. We were doing the Super Bowl bash before any of this shit went down with the trolls regardless, okay? So, please come by tomorrow, hang out, have a good time. If you can support the stream, please do. Fair enough? Thank you very much.
Typically helps me more than anything.